The events leading up to the attack on Pearl Harbor are vividly depicted in Darryl Zanuck's 1970 film Tora Tora Tora, which took nearly 3 years to research and develop. The production timeline began in 1966, with extensive planning and preparation before filming commenced in 1968. The film was released in 1970, showcasing a detailed narrative of the historical events. However, the phrase Tora, 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 Tora is often mistakenly attributed to the film itself. In reality, it was a code used by the Japanese forces during the attack, signaling the success of their surprise assault attempt. This phrase has become iconic, yet there is little evidence to suggest it was ever uttered in the context portrayed in the film. The film's creators aimed for historical accuracy, but the dramatic flair of cinema often blurs the lines between fact and fiction. As a result, the phrase has taken on a life of its own, overshadowing the complexities of the actual events that unfolded on that fateful day. The film Tora, Tora, Tora stands out as a remarkable example of collaboration between two former adversaries, the United States and Japan. This unique partnership was born from the vision of producer Darryl F. Zanuck, who sought to create a film that would present the events surrounding the attack on Pearl Harbor from both nations' viewpoints. The production was divided into two separate segments, one filmed in the United States and the other in Japan. Each segment was crafted by teams that had previously held differing perspectives on the war, allowing for a more balanced portrayal of the historical events. Zanuck's goal was to ensure that audiences could understand the motivations and actions of both sides, rather than simply viewing the conflict through a single lens. The film structure, which edited the American and Japanese narratives together chronologically, allowed viewers to experience the unfolding events in a way that highlighted the complexity of the situation. This approach not only showcased the technical prowess of both film industries, but also aimed to foster a sense of empathy and understanding between the two cultures. The director's vision was to create a cinematic experience that transcended traditional war films, making Tora, Tora, Tora a significant work in the history of cinema. The word Tora in Japanese translates to tiger, but in the context of the film Tora, 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 it carries a deeper meaning. The full phrase is an abbreviation for lightning attack, which signifies the element of surprise that characterized the Pearl Harbor attack on December 7, 1941. This surprise was crucial to the success of the Japanese military operation, as it caught the United States off guard, leading to significant losses. The film itself is a historical dramatization that aims to depict the events surrounding this pivotal moment in history with accuracy and depth. The primary sources that informed the film's narrative were two significant studies conducted by historians George Prange and Gordon W. Prange, along with Ladislas Farrago. Their extensive research delved into the events leading up to the attack on Pearl Harbor, including the intelligence failures and the code-cracking operations that were supposed to provide warnings of the impending assault attempt. These studies offered a wealth of information that helped shape the film's portrayal of the complexities and miscommunications that contributed to the surprise attack. By relying on these historical accounts, the filmmakers aimed to present a balanced view of both the American and Japanese perspectives, highlighting the tragic consequences of war and the importance of understanding history. Producer Elmo Williams placed a strong emphasis on historical accuracy when creating the film Tora, Tora, Tora. He sought the expertise of historian Gordon Prange to review and correct the script, ensuring that the events surrounding the attack on Pearl Harbor were depicted as truthfully as possible. This commitment to authenticity was a significant aspect of the film's production, as it aimed to present a balanced view of both the American and Japanese perspectives. The U.S. side of the film was directed by Richard Fleischer, who brought his own vision and style to the project. Initially, the Japanese side was to be directed by the renowned filmmaker Akira Kurosawa, known for his masterful storytelling and cinematic techniques. However, due to various reasons, Kurosawa was replaced by Toshio Masuda and Kinji Fukasaku. This change in direction for the Japanese segments reflected the complexities of the production and the desire to maintain a cohesive narrative that honored the historical events. The collaboration between these directors and the focus on accuracy contributed to the film's lasting impact and its portrayal of a pivotal moment in history. The film has a documentary feel, immersing viewers in the events surrounding the attack on Pearl Harbor rather than focusing on character development. This approach allows the audience to grasp the historical significance and the chaos of the moment. The cast features relatively unknown actors, which adds to the authenticity of the film. By not relying on star power, the filmmakers emphasize the story itself, making it feel more like a recounting of real events rather than a dramatized narrative. Jason Robards stands out as one of the main actors, bringing a unique perspective to the film. He witnessed the actual attack on Pearl Harbor, which lends a layer of credibility to his performance. Additionally, Robards was the only main actor to film on location in Hawaii, further enhancing the film's realistic portrayal of the events. This combination of documentary style, lesser-known actors, and real-life connections creates a powerful and immersive experience for the audience, allowing them to engage deeply with the historical context of the film. The line "I fear all we have done is awaken a sleeping giant, and fill him with terrible resolve," often attributed to Admiral Yamamoto, has become iconic in discussions about the attack on Pearl Harbor. However, this quote is likely a dramatized misquote, as there is no definitive evidence that Yamamoto actually said these exact words. The film Tora, 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 Tora aimed to present a balanced view of the events leading up to the attack, showcasing both American and Japanese perspectives. The production of the film faced numerous challenges, requiring extensive research to ensure historical accuracy. The filmmakers delved into archives, gathering authentic World War II materials to create a realistic portrayal of the events. This included sourcing uniforms, vehicles, and aircraft that were true to the period. The attention to detail was paramount, as the creators wanted to honor the memory of those involved in the conflict. The collaboration between American and Japanese filmmakers also added depth to the storytelling, allowing for a more nuanced representation of the historical events. The dedication to authenticity and the complexities of the narrative made Tora, Tora, Tora a significant cinematic achievement in the portrayal of one of history's pivotal moments. Notable scenes in the film Tora, Tora, Tora include the dramatic sequence featuring the Curtiss P-40 Warhawk fighter. This scene is particularly memorable due to an unexpected plane crash that occurs as a result of a vortex created by an enemy aircraft. The tension and chaos of the moment are palpable, showcasing the confusion and danger faced by the pilots during the attack. The film captures the essence of the surprise assault on Pearl Harbor, emphasizing the vulnerability of the American forces at that time. Additionally, the character of the African-American messman, who bravely shoots at Japanese planes, is inspired by the real-life figure of Seaman First Class Dory Miller. Miller's actions during the attack were heroic, as he manned a machine gun and fired at enemy aircraft despite having no formal training for such a role. His bravery earned him the Navy Cross, making him one of the first African Americans to receive this honor. The portrayal of Miller in the film serves as a powerful reminder of the courage displayed by individuals during one of the most pivotal moments in American history. The film not only highlights the military strategies and events of the day, but also pays tribute to the unsung heroes like Dory Miller, whose actions made a significant impact during the attack on Pearl Harbor. Tora, Tora, Tora is a film that stands as a significant entry in the canon of World War II cinema, notable for its ambitious scope and international collaboration. Released in 1970, the film is a meticulous recounting of the events leading up to the infamous attack on Pearl Harbor, and it is characterized by its dual perspective, showcasing both American and Japanese viewpoints. This approach, while commendable in its intent, has elicited a range of responses from audiences and critics alike. One of the film's most striking features is its grand scale and attention to detail. The production involved a star-studded cast and a significant budget, reflecting 20th Century Fox's strategy to create a mega-hit. The American sequences were directed by Richard Fleischer, while the Japanese segments were helmed by Kinji Fukasaku and Toshio Masuda, with the original intention of having Akira Kurosawa at the helm. This international collaboration aimed to provide a balanced portrayal of the events, yet it also led to a film that some viewers found overly ambitious. The narrative attempts to cover a vast array of characters and events, which can sometimes result in a lack of focus. While the film is undeniably watchable, its length and complexity may challenge the patience of some viewers, particularly those accustomed to more streamlined storytelling. Critics have noted that the film's stylistic choices, particularly in the Japanese segments, may not resonate with all audiences. The emphatic style of Japanese acting, which might appeal to art house enthusiasts, could come across as peculiar to mainstream American viewers. This cultural dissonance may explain why the film was more successful in Japan than in the United States, where it was perceived as a flop. The film's ambition to present a comprehensive view of the attack, while admirable, may have diluted its impact, leaving some audiences feeling disconnected from the characters and their motivations. Moreover, the film's release came at a time when World War II narratives were becoming somewhat stale in Hollywood. By the 1970s, audiences had seen numerous portrayals of the war, and Tora, 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 Tora faced the challenge of standing out in a crowded genre. While it offers a detailed account of the events leading up to Pearl Harbor, some viewers may find that it lacks the emotional resonance or dramatic tension that other war films have successfully delivered. In retrospect, Tora, 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 Tora serves as a fascinating case study in filmmaking and historical representation. Its dual perspective is a bold choice that reflects a desire for authenticity and balance, yet it also highlights the difficulties inherent in such an ambitious project. The film's detailed approach and international collaboration are commendable, but they may not fully satisfy all viewers, particularly those seeking a more traditional narrative structure or emotional engagement. Ultimately, Tora, 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 Tora remains a significant film in the landscape of World War II cinema, notable for its ambition and scope. While it may not have achieved the blockbuster status its creators hoped for in America, it has earned a place in film history for its unique approach to storytelling and its attempt to bridge cultural divides. The film invites viewers to reflect on the complexities of war and the multifaceted nature of historical events, even if it does so in a manner that may not appeal to